Hey, so we have this PS5 that came to us with a broken HDMI port. Yup, that looks bad. In this video, we're going to replace this broken port to get it back working again. Let's start by removing the stand and then move on to the console itself. This right here is a warranty sticker. As we can see, it has not been tampered with. See? So this actually goes to our collection right here. Okay, so the PS5 actually comes with a ton of screws. They actually do need to get mapped. Otherwise, they can get put back into the wrong place and you can cause more damage to the console. Okay, now we're going to take the motherboard out. The power supply is connected in this spot, so we have to make sure we put a bit more pressure in this area to pry it out. There is also a significant amount of thermal paste and thermal pads all over the board, which transfers heat down to the heatsink. And for that reason, the board will actually feel stuck when you try and pry it out. I always start on this side just to get like a hold of it. And I go to where the power supply is connected. Yep, that's what you want. And just lift it up. Okay, so these are all the thermal paste and thermal pads that it has. The liquid metal actually stays on the CPU and heatsink too. As long as you don't mess or touch it, it will stay there, so just put it to the side. We're just gonna focus on the motherboard, which is where the HDMI port is. I use a method called hot swap, which is where I blast controlled heat with my hot air station. I use 415 Celsius at 100 speed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to heat the bottom and the solder on top will melt as long as we use the correct tools and technique. This is the new port that will be installed. And all the fumes from solder and flux will be sucked into this fume extractor right here. Okay, so I'm gonna put flux all over the port. And let's get started. Quick note. Leaving the hot air for too long will actually damage your console even more. So if you don't want to risk more damage, you can fill out our form in the link, send it to us, and we'll gladly do it for you. This is not a repair you want to try without practice first. Okay, just like that. Once the old one comes out, I put more flux, grab the new port, and put it back in its place. Like so. Okay, so now look at this. And look at that. Unfortunately, I don't have a trinocular for a better view, but just want to quickly show how it looks after the swap. I don't know if you can see, but the back pins still look golden. We actually don't want that because it's not guaranteeing that it's making a good connection. We will be retouching each pin with a soldering iron and solder to ensure each connection is solid. Now this is after retouching all the pins. I didn't show it, but I did it. And let's take a look again. See that? Now you can see that all the pins are silver, and I actually test each one with tweezers to make sure they don't move around and have a strong bond. This is a little bit harder than it looks, sorry. This port right here is the old one. If we take a look at the bottom, you can see that it's definitely broken. And if we take a look on the inside, it's completely destroyed. We've done this repair professionally for some time now, and we're confident that this port is good to go now. However, we're still going to test by partially reassembling the console and connecting to a display to test. Okay, so we have our test display, and I connected the fan too. The HDMI cable is connected, and let's turn it on. Fan spinning, good. Blue light is always a good sign. Let's also get a controller, and look at that. Now, let's plug the controller and test it too. Is it working? Nice. Alright, so right now I cannot show the screen because it shows the profiles, but I'm just going to turn the console off with the controller. Turning off. A happy dance is always a must. Always pay attention to the lights too. They tell you if the job is finished or not, which in this case, it looks like it is. Actually, it is. Good. We also cleaned the dust in every console that we worked on to ensure that its life expectancy is as long as possible. In conclusion, the port is back and we just need to reassemble and call the customer. This might be a small piece, but it's the most important one for sure. Yes. By the way, my wife made these postcards that you may or may not see around. We list most of our services, such as the one that we just did. Okay, so now let's put it back together. Way too many screws. Final touches. We take pride in our work, and if we miss something, we like to make it right. Therefore, we put a warranty sticker on the console to ensure that our customers are able to claim a 90-day warranty if needed. If our sticker is missing or tampered with, warranty will be voided. Let's be fair both ways, always. Okay, so finally, let's just put back the cover and also the stand. Okay, back to normal. Let's test it together one last time. Plug in the HDMI first, then the power cable, push the power button, get the blue light, and moment of truth. There you go. That's what we do. Remember, if you have a broken console, phone, tablet, computer, just go fix it at Go Fix It. Thank you for watching and check us out on social media.